In 2020, I read 0 books. This last year, I read over 40. Reading used to feel like a boring chore to me, and now it feels like an addiction. I love it. A healthy addiction, but an addiction. Like drinking tea. Now, I don't generally recommend speed reading. The books I read this last year, most of them I didn't really speed read. But implementing all the tricks and tools of speed reading really helped me. Now, there is a time and a place for speed reading. I'm in a seminary class right now, and a lot of times I have to read more in a week than I feel I'm able to do, especially on top of all the other to-be-read books I'm trying to get to. That's my big problem right there. Too many books I want to read, and I just apply myself to all of them at the same time. But I like it. I like variety. Variety is good. Variety is great. So try it. Read. I just have a stack of like 6 books, and I just read one, put it down, read the next one. Okay, back to it. So with this book, I love it. I am so thrilled with this book, but I generally try to speed read. And I'm gonna give you the tips and tools that I use so it can help you read faster while also, importantly, remembering what you read. 4 things to help you speed read. Number 1 is to sit up and focus. Don't let your mind wander. Naturally, if I'm just reading, I'll start thinking about other things. And then I end up having to reread the same sentence or paragraph over and over. Pay attention, care about what you're reading. Fully apply your mind to the book and trying to understand what it says. Try to learn something from it. If possible, try not to have the TV on. Don't have your phone next to you. Eliminate the distractions and just focus. For me, I have this strange thing called misophonia, which essentially means sounds drive me absolutely crazy. So I get easily distracted when I'm reading. One thing you can do is put on some headphones and listen to some music and block it out. For me, the journey of becoming a reader is the journey of 2 things. 1, finding ways to block out distractions, but then 2, getting to where I can just read with the distractions. You're gonna have to be able to do that. But these headphones right here, I just got them, and whew, it's just amazing. And I can read so much better with these things on. It's pretty cool. So yeah, give it a try. Different people read differently, but for me, listening to music really helps. Tip number 2, and this is what really helped me with speed reading, is to use some sort of pacer. Oftentimes I use a pen. I always have a pen with me, and I generally use it as a pacer, and then I'll use it to take notes. If I don't have a pen, I'll sometimes use my finger, but I almost always read with some sort of pacer. Even if I'm not trying to speed read, this helps me to focus on my tea. Tip number 3 is gonna help you retain what you're reading while speed reading. And that is to somehow get a gist of what you're about to read before actually starting to read. You could do this a number of ways. You could look through the chapter at the different headings. You could look up online a gist of what the book or the chapter is about, but somehow get some context before you dive into it. Here's an example from the other day. I was sitting at a red light and a semi truck with Publix written on it drove by. I knew that that truck was gonna drive down the road about 1/4 of a mile, get in a left turn lane and turn left. I instantly knew that because I knew that there was a Publix up ahead. The context of knowing what was up ahead helped me know what that truck was gonna do. Essentially, that's what I'm saying. If you have some sort of understanding of where the chapter is gonna be going, then it's gonna help you pay attention and remember what you read and read through it quicker. Just to bring it back to what I'm gonna do. So this book right here is excerpts from a bunch of different books from Augustine. One of them being City of God. Now to help me understand this, I could briefly Google, what is the City of God about? What does he cover? And just having that little bit of information helps me breeze through this information a little quicker. Kind of this point boils down to, if you take the time to learn a little bit, it'll make learning more easier. All right, the 4th and final tip is to read daily. Part of the reason that I'm able to speed read is because I read every day. And so just like a runner goes out and works and they can run further and they can run faster and faster the more they train, I'm training my mind and my eyes to read. For me, this isn't about how many words per minute you can read. I've actually never checked how many words per minute I can read. For me, it's just about I want to read more books and learn more information and get the reading done in time that I need to get done while also doing a little reading I want to get done as well. Like I said before, reading used to be a chore, but then just having the discipline to do it day after day after day, even when it wasn't fun, even when it felt like my eyeballs were gonna melt out of my skull, after a few years, I love it. I learned so much. It sharpens my mind. It gives me knowledge and wisdom, and I'm learning from all these different people. And so I love reading, and I want to help people read. I just wish that a long time ago, somebody would have sat down with me and really showed me, one, why we read, and two, how to read better, how to understand what we read. This is what I wish somebody would have told me. And so I'm just trying to help everybody else out there. And if you're in school or you've got to read a book for something, speed reading is a great way to do that. What I don't want you to do is I don't want you to speed read just to put books on the shelf that you've read. That's not what it's about. We should read to enjoy stories and to spark our imagination and to learn from the wisdom and truth and mistakes of other people. I encourage you to think about why you're reading. Read to learn. Take notes while you read. Lately, I've been encouraging everybody to have a commonplace book or tub. If you don't know what that is, I do have videos for both a commonplace book and tub that I'll link below. If you're looking for a great book to speed read, you could check out my book, Essentials of the Christian Hike, which is a book that takes my story from hiking the Appalachian Trail over 2,000 miles to help people journey through life. Whatever book it is, I encourage you to read daily, read broadly, and read with discernment. Be able to think and discern truth from error. I wish you the best on your reading journey. Now I am gonna go read some seminary books.